Lesson number one, my country people, Dr. Waiting. Listen, whether or not you accept my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So we got to be technical to what they do. We thank my country people for this wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
My country people, them. This one, a small advice way I bring them for CAPO Daniel and whatever they do. Well, at the end of this audio, I will explain why the advice is. So I don't watch the appearance where Dr. Asongo be get for Chris Anuyi Facebook page. My advice for you, CAPO Daniel, and una push this idea or this notion for say una one for fight for devolution or autonomy inside one Cameroon. Okay, good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. But then you guys have very poor messengers. Unfortunately, Dr. Asongo did a terrible job talking with Chris Anu. His communication skills were lacking. He come across as someone where it needs a lot of work to be done for coaching, for how for present a case. If they talk like person we don't know the subject matter at hand. Your communication skills with Chris Anu were so poor where it be prompt Dr. Gabila for South Africa for interject, and Dr. Gabila did a fantastic job, a better job, 100 times better than what way Dr. Asongo Eduam with Chris Anu, for defend your position. And I know that it's been a very difficult thing for defend your position, for put across that point, because the so-called Ambazonians, them when I don't spend so long, such a massive part of activism and campaign for years and years and years, radicalizing the Anglophone population and lying to them, telling lies, and those lies they don't catch up with Now we need for put a break on the lies, and need for reverse gear, and need for now tell the truth to the population. It be so difficult and challenging because now we be there out there lying to the population. The population don't buy into those lies, and there are no two ways about it. The only way now for tell the population the truth, say we lied to you, and this is the reason why we lied to you. CAPO Daniel does a better job at that, and CAPO Daniel is a better messenger for una position than Dr. Asongo. May una no send that man, may go talk on our behalf anywhere, please. He is not competent enough for discourse on una behalf because he doesn't sell the point. Even when we go talk for that forum, United Nations, whatever, he was not very competent at it. Unfortunately, no matter all man be gifted with talking or public presentations, public speaking. It's not everyone who is a good orator. Let's be honest, and he is just not representing your position. Now, if you see when Dr. Gabila talked to Chris Anu, he was able to put across his point, and he was able to put it effectively. Now, make a helemuna for deliver una point them better in the future. Una bear with me 1 second, make a drink water, then I go explain for una what way una need for do for putting our points across better. So yes, like I be talk. One of the problems when I get them now say now when I say self be the lie for people them. And I remember one time when Mark Beretta be come out for try for remedy this situation, for try for put the ship right, so to speak, or for try for put back the trains on the rails, because these things the Ambazonia and the trainway it don't derail. So remember when Mark Beretta began to talk, say we lied, there is no government. You now remember that presentation when Mark Beretta began to that's also the CAPO Daniel them way real name na Emmanuel Ngong Emmanuel. They began to castigate Mark Beretta because he can't reveal the truth. Say Ambazonia is premised on lies. The lies go back to 1995 to remember time when they take flag for gift shop for America. Can't begin to work at the talk say United Nations the can't do the decolonization or whatever. Those lies Anglophones they don't digest them over years, decades. It's a tough job for reverse a population when I don't lie to them all their lives. And then in the past 6, 7, 8 years, they wanna continue with the lies manipulation. So it be difficult. Now when I don't dig in a hole, who's our way when I find ourselves? So now the only way out now for reverse gear. Now for tell the truth to the people. And this is exactly what I've been trying to do for you people since 2018. I don't always just want Anglophones to be honest. Now, wait till wait Dr. Asongu if you get to go for Chris Anu go tell you. Now just the truth. Say listen. Because for example, they ask me say for that presentation when I go do why would I not use the word Ambazonia? Simple. Tell them the truth. Because Ambazonia does not exist. Ambazonia is an aspiration. Ambazonia is not recognized by anybody. And if Chris Anu want to argue, then put him on the hot seat. Ask him, say, Chris Anu, you have opened what you call an embassy in the United States. Embassy for Ambazonia, whatever. What does the embassy do? Have you seen one person pass in that embassy to do what? Is Ambazonia recognized by any sovereign state in the world? Ask Chris Anu that question. Put ye on the hot seat, make it answer. Just be honest. Say, listen, we lied to you. Whenever we talk about Ambazonia, we should have been honest with you to tell you that it is an aspiration. Ambazonia does not exist. We want it to exist, but it does not exist. Cameroon is one, as recognized by every nation in the world. Cameroon is one, as recognized by the African Union, as recognized by the EU, as recognized by all countries in the world. Every single organization, as recognized by all Cameroonians themselves, including the Anglophone Cameroonians. Let's be honest. But now we want to divide the country. We want to secede. Be honest. But when you start talking about restoration, all of those things, you make yourself a laughing stock. Now when I don't finally realize those things, and then when I want to reverse them, just be honest. Tell Chris Anu, say, I'm here to be honest with you. When we call Ambazonia, we are talking to ourselves. And you are not going to get independence by talking to yourselves. You have to talk to other people. And who do you want to get the independence from? It's Cameroon. How are you going to get the independence from Cameroon if you don't talk to Cameroon, to the government? How are you going to talk to them if you don't, dialogue, negotiate, compromise with them? How? Explain to us. Put Chris Anu on the hot seat now, or any other person. Make it explain. Make it give the roadmap how to go get the independence. If Chris Anu talks, say, the only way for them to get the independence now for defeat Cameroon militarily, then say, fine. Explain to me how you will defeat Cameroon militarily. When the so-called Red Dragons does not exist. It's been decimated. ADF itself is being decimated as we speak. All when our top generals where they fulfill given the name or they deliver the independence, they don't exist anymore. They have been killed. From No Pity, Spirito, a Fang Big Number, General Ivo, Amigo them, RK them, and many of these ones they Bui 39 them, Guzang Massacre. Many of them they be killed by our own infighting. There's more money where Anglophones they be trust now for donate them. For at the peak of this thing for 2018, 2019, that's more money. Now so wuna take them, thief them, chop them. From Chris Anu to Sako Ekome, what do they call them again? My trip to Boya. Explain that for them. Say all of those things. Now so wuna cause. They think people they don't donate any money anymore. So when I want to fight and win militarily, how? By what magic? Who will do the fighting?
Hello, my country people. Them, when a countryman, the king of all the black legs, don't come live again for a few minutes. That way we advertised a couple of hours ago. Say I want to come live. We can talk briefly about this news where the Amba fools that is spread on for Facebook say the United Nations body it don't ask the Cameroon government for release Ayuk Tabe and the Naira 10 from Kondengi. So I decided to come live briefly for can to do my country as now see countryman. It's there for Canada for hold the Canadian dialogue on a Swiss dialogue where would they are no sabi I dem for Canada so because the Amba fools and the Amba terrorists they talk say countryman in no fit ever enter Cameroon. Now so they talk say countryman in no fit enter Cameroon. So I know them for Cameroon no I get na my Canadian dialogue. So now Hotel de Ville that in the distance. Now Hotel de Ville that for Canada. Yes, a Canadian dialogue where I did it now. So now CNPS building this for Canada. Now Fisiano. Yes, countryman no enter Cameroon because say poor beer. It go catch me lock 'em. So I no fit because I don't chop money for poor beer then run. According to the Amba terrorists them. Anyways, as I be the talk. So the so-called United Nations body. Where first of all, make una understand something. As I always tell una, the words the way they use them, it matter. Like when the United Nations or the United States Congress, it be right say we are calling on. Say we are calling on the Cameroon government to dialogue with the Amba terrorists. Listen to the words, because they don't get the power for order Cameroon, because one, Cameroon being a sovereign state, okay, you cannot order Cameroon to do anything. So now why the way they go use words such as we are calling on the Cameroon government to do this and that. Calling it, they like say you call some your party man talk say bo master dia and gawe when the social fight, so I beg they pay the picking their school fees. You are calling on. Let me not say you the order. It's not an order. Secondly, the so-called United Nations body, where they talk about, that body does not, make I repeat them, that body does not have the power for force Cameroon government to do anything. Now why don't I hear the words where they use them, they talk say, they ask the Cameroon government, they talk say, according to their assessment, blah 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 blah. That is their assessment. And then again, maybe we also understand this dynamic. If they release the Amba terrorists, so-called Ayuktabe and the Nera 10 from Kondengi, they're not going to fear the Cameroon government, and they're not going to fear the military. They're going to fear we the Blacklegs and the Ambazonia terrorists, where themselves serve. They don't radicalize them, they send them for bush. Now the people in that way, they're going to fear. And also make una understand, say now one of the things in this way people they will talk today, so why they don't just kill them, put them for firing squad, shoot them for treason. There is an added advantage for keeping them alive. Yesterday I been watch a film for the third time. I watched The Avengers Civil War. Now the first time that way for that film they introduced the Black Panther, King T'Challa and King T'Chaka. And for that film, the protagonist, the enemy, where when I call him for Cameroon say Chef Bandi, it talk and for they say, if you want to destroy an empire or a revolution or a movement, you destroy them from within. If the movement a fight against itself and it destroy itself, then it no go ever surface again. It no go ever even attempt. But if a movement or you fight a war or whatever and they be defeated by the enemy, and then they go get the incentive even for revive that revolution in the future. Now why the way when we look at the Biafra madness and the Biafra people then, where they defeat them since 1970, they woke up now, come back with this IPOP thing where they call and say indigenous people of Biafra with Nnamdi Kanu. Then they want to bring back that nonsense Biafra, because Biafra was defeated in military combat by the Nigerian army. But if you get a situation where Biafra be defeated by Biafra, where it means it been an internal infighting where it defeat themselves, where they destroy themselves from within, it no go ever come back to life. Now one of the reasons this way when Contraband tell una say we know they just fight for defeat Ambazonia terrorism today for 2022, but we fight for NAM once and for all. And the best way to achieve that, now when you cause so much division and infighting amongst the terrorists to the extent where now themselves that they go defeat themselves. So now you get a situation where for as long as Ayuktabe and the Nera 10 they are alive, they for prison, it brings about division and a vacuum of leadership. Even I just kill them to where it no for result enough for bring about the creation of the second IG, the third IG, and the 77th IG. Because IG, they plenty now past even citizens for the country. Now understand? So, now sorry, sir, I guess more cough. So as I be talk, the fantastic thing I say, even if they release Ayuk Tabe today, which there is almost a zero, when I say almost, I mean say there is 0.0000001% chance say they could release him. To achieve what? That's the first thing. Even if they release it today, just imagine, say they release Ayuk Tabe today. What does that cause? It caused a massive level of infighting and division amongst the Amba fools them. Instantly, you could get people the way they go want for go back, cancel Sako Ekome, cancel Chris Anu, cancel Marianta, cancel Yerima, their IG, for put Ayuk Tabe back at as the so-called president for the Amba terrorists. And those people them, they could get their followers. Ayuk Tabe get his own followers and his own loyal people them. Meanwhile, Sako too, he get his own followers and his own loyal people them. So what would that give you? An epic battle between the terrorists. Ayuk Tabe for one side, Sako Ekome for the other side. That would be fantastic. That could actually be one of the things the way it accelerate the destruction of Ambazonia terrorists. So, why people they call me when I did live? Now bear with me, I beg. Sorry, say one or two people they call me when I did live. So as I be talk for destroy your enemy, the best way for do am now for let the enemy it destroy itself. So even when they talk about releasing Ayuk Tabe and the Nera 10, that would be the worst nightmare for the Amba terrorists. Imagine the different factions, the way they don't create them, they get small leverage, small power, where they control small donations them. Imagine now if they tell them, say, Ayuk Tabe be released from prison and the Nera 10, and they will come back now for can occupy all those positions them, for can take over power from Chris Anu, from Marianta, from Sako Ekome. What do you think that's gonna bring? Serious domo, and that would be fantastic. So now just the small talk that one can talk for now this morning. So make una know whether they release Ayuk Tabe or they don't release Ayuk Tabe, all the same, it is fantastic for we. It is good news for we black legs. Either way, regardless what will happen. And I don't even want me to release it. The fact that they keep you alive for this many years, then it be enough for cause enough division and infighting amongst them, where it don't make them, they no go ever unite. So thank you plenty. And another thing where I want me to understand as well, I say, no be na Nigerian court, federal court for Nigeria, it be talk say me they, it be order say me they release Nnamdi Kanu. Since how long has it been since they be order say me they release Nnamdi Kanu? When I hear say the Nigerian state authorities they don't release Nnamdi Kanu, it's just a question I'm asking. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu still there for prison. That way they be talk say some court for Nigeria don't talk say me they release Nnamdi Kanu. People they run around, they make noise on Facebook, make noise on Facebook. I tell them say okay, we go see whether that one small court for Nigeria it get more power than the interest of all the other Nigerians then. The first Biafra war where it happened in 1967 to 1970, they killed more than 1 million people in 2.5 years. 1 million people. If Nigeria go to war today, and that was when Nigeria, their population nobody even reached 100 million people. Today they get 300 and something million people for Nigeria, which means there will be more devastation, more property destroyed, more human casualties. So ma ask me some question. You think say Nigeria be prepared for sacrifice all those millions of people because of the rights of one shit no white blacks called Nnamdi Kanu na the craze? Even if it means say they go against their own constitution, even if it means say they go against their own court and against their own law, so be it. Every country in the world does that. And I don't give una examples them with the example I be giving una about the Japanese internment camps where they be America they be catch your own citizens them, lock them without a charge of any crime, obviously knowing say these people they be innocent of any crime, but now because they don't even want for entertain the potential or the idea say they so maybe one of them or 1% of them, a tiny minority of them, they could be spies for Japan. They catch all them, lock them for years. No mean that say they even catch you so and then they charge you for the crime. No crime, and they don't say you know committing no crime. They just catch you, lock them. That's all. They violate their own constitution. Why? Because of national security. That is exactly what it is. So now wait, that Cameroon is a sovereign state. Even the United Nations no fit force Cameroon for do anything. The only way they can do that is put boots on the ground. When you see the United Nations, they start the same army on the ground for go do something. Now the only way that way they fit force their will. For as long as they never reach there, and then make a tell now. Another one now say with it. They arrest Ayuk Tabe now since for January 2018. So the whole of 2018, the whole of 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, where you don't almost finish with now almost to December. We mean say now how many years that? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, now almost 5 years since they catch Ayuk Tabe and they never tend the lock-up. Right? Almost 5 years. Now, where a United Nations body, they ask, as a matter of fact, beg, say me the Cameroon government, it release them. Okay, now they beg them, say me they release them. And then now, if Cameroon government don't release them, how long it will take before they ever should on again for do something? And they have no power. Maybe assume say they even get the power. And then the power now for do it, for escalate them. How long it will take? Another 5 years, another 10 years. Master, me wanna go find place sleep. So now only the small talk that will be bringing for now. Say if you want to destroy your enemy, you destroy it from within. Now what I want to say and say this, so which way would it do? Causing infighting and division amongst the Amba fools then is the most fantastic thing where it go end Ambazonia terrorism once and for all. Next time when some person even come up for some bending corner want to talk about Ambazonia or secessionism for Cameroon, it no go need now the Cameroon central government for stop them, for stamp it out. It go need now ordinary Anglophone for tell them to get the hell out and shut up, because they don't experience them and they don't want no part of it anymore. Thank you plenty my country for them today. Now number 17 day for November 2022. I thank you when I match fire for share them, whether when I watch them later or when I come watch them. When I watch them live, now match fire for share them. Thank you plenty. I guess more kata. Yeah, ma go take my medication. We'll talk later. Bye bye.